Why, hello there. I accidentally grabbed the music slider instead of the volume slider. Whoopsies. Hello there! Good meowing, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is for you, thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to tonight's stream. It is Telluricene. I am never going to pronounce that correctly. Just know that I'm never gonna pronounce it correctly. What you need to know is it's space plant alien. Space plant alien. Hi, Verdant. Here, let me get the link. Okay. To Twitch. Pause the music. Pop that in YouTube's. All right. So, give me 1 second because I need to, there is an opening movie and I want to play the movie. So we have to jump over here first. Up over here. Hello. Why am I so low? There we go. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, so now I need to start game. And it will pop up here pretty full screeny. Okay. Or not. Okay. There we go. Okay, and now I just need to adjust the game. Audio. We're gonna drag it up because I saw it was really low. So yes, warnings. Oh, that went too fast. Okay. We're gonna see how bad audio is good. Jay. Oh. 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 With each swing I tasted satisfaction, crying with the smoke that billowed up and away. Oh. Carrying the fruit of its decay, they know I took a sickle to cut it down. Oh. Suddenly they began to hum, piercing my skin and melting my heart. Oh. Very interesting. Okay, I'm so glad we were able to capture that. Okay, I'm so glad. But yes, I need to config text speed. We need full up. Music, we're gonna increase. Not on my side as much. But for you guys. Oh god, not that high. Okay, that should be good. That should be good. All right, so yes, let me get the warnings. So yes, there are a few warnings. This contains mature themes, intended for an older audience. There are visual and written depictions of blood, body horror, gore, politics, war, and death. And there are pseudo jump scares. I'm very intrigued to see what that means. I'm very intrigued. But yes, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. We're gonna figure out, and I'm gonna pose the question as I posed in the title of the video. Is this dendrophilia, xenophilia, both? Dendroxenophilia? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hope you guys are ready to possibly fuck a plant alien. All right, let's start. Okay, I don't want autoplay on. No, not autoplay is what I meant. I thought that meant it was on. Well, look at our little desk. How cute. Ahem. Yes. Oh, attention, employee code number EPPA 96671. Shake the anesthesia off. Anesthesia? There's a dozen more of you will be heroes to get through, so we're going to speed through the script. HR is prepared. Oh, we're taking an interview. Starting off, congratulations. You have been promoted. We got promoted. Your official day 0 debrief as a senior pathogens researcher begins now. And we had to be drugged for this? As an expert in the field of environmental toxicology, you've been hand-selected for Project Sporesight. You will work independently alongside some of the nation's leading researchers, studying the newly identified and potentially dangerous species provisionally designated as the Vivus glomerorum. Glomerorum. I'm never going to be able to pronounce that correctly. Researcher, what's your name? Oh, wait, here. Hang on, it looks like I skipped the introduction section entirely. Let me just backtrack here. Okay. Any temporal pain or confusion you're currently experiencing is a common side effect of neuroimplantations and will subside within the hour. We got a brain chip? This discomfort is caused by the trace chip, which you voluntarily agreed to have installed onto your hippocampus for the betterment of mankind. Oh! You're certainly putting a lot of emphasis on voluntarily agreed. Furthermore, I regret to inform you that you may experience increased discomfort knowing that you are now prohibited from leaving facility grounds. Oh, okay. That is until the mandatory assessment period concludes in 10 days. Oh, at the end of your service to Project Sporesight, your chip will be safely removed. You may be asking now, why do I need to be chipped? That is actually a question that I have. All you need to know is that the chip is to safeguard for any and all sensitive information discovered within the labs. Oh, so you're gonna wipe my memory. It ensures strict compliance with the mission security protocol. They're gonna wipe my memory. In the event you experience certain side effects like blindness, seizures, altered perception of reality, and other adverse side effects, well, that is not normal, and you should immediately report for medical inspection. Yay! By now, you've no doubt noticed that you can't recollect how you arrived here. Again, this is due to the trace chip, which you have agreed to insert within your hippocampus. Did I really agree? Please turn your attention to the table before you. I have a laptop and a coaster. There you will find your lab identification card. Fill in your name, provide your preferred pronouns, and stamp your thumbprint. At least they're progressive and accept pronouns. Amazing. Ooh, cool. All right, we are Prince. We use he, him. Oh, interesting. Eyelashes. Yeah, we have eyelashes. Nose. I kind of have a little nose. Mouth. Hi, Bling. We'll do that. That looks good. How you be? Okay. I'm very pale. Here's the thing, guys. I'm very pale. Our eyes. There we go. That looks cute. So that means we only want the lower lashes then. Yeah. Okay. Face shape. Yeah, we'll keep that. Eyebrows. I do have pretty thick eyebrows. We'll go with that. That looks good. You're exhausted? You've been very busy lately. You've been very, very busy. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Very dark brown. I have very dark brown eyes. Edges? Oh, no, I definitely don't have edges. Very dark brown hair. Yeah. Ah, I see. All right, hair front. You know what? That's gonna be as close as we have. Let's see. That should be good. That should be good. That's good enough. Yeah, I have pierced ears. All right, that's good. That's good. Look at us. The Environmental Protection and Preservation Agency thanks you for your cooperation. I'm now linking your verification server side. Cool, cool, cool. Researcher, take a seat. We may be preparing for war. Oh, fuck. Immediately, right off the bat. Vera, you take it from here. I didn't see there was a second bit. Oh! Today is April 15th, 2734 in the United Sex. April 15th. Oh, that's text deadline. Probably not anymore, but... Centuries ago, your nation's glaciers were fully frozen, but rising global temperatures from across the last 700 years have methodically melted all that ice. Drip, 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 just like that. Though your civilization has successfully adapted to Earth's elevated sea levels, water wasn't all that was released. Riding the waves of those drip, drip, drips was life-altering biomatter. Oh, yay! These organisms, recently designated as a new genus of spore, once lay dormant deep within the ice's core. Your leadership has identified large masses being released from the Matanuska-Susitna Valley, flowing into the Gulf of Alaska and breaching the Pacific Ocean. Hey, those are people over there. Currently, the spore masses are infiltrating the United Sex, through the western shore. While small, dormant spores would be no issue, the concern is that they're becoming vegetative. They find a host using usually native thriving flora and adapt, evolving into something else entirely, something even the most brilliant minds can't quite grasp, myself included. Oh. This is where you and your peers come in. Oh, it's got a little lab coat! It has a little lab coat! The EPPA has contained 75 stage 3 samples of the Vivus glomerorum, and you, researcher, have been assigned one. In the face of one of mankind's largest threats for survival, it's up to you and your peers to ascertain whether the Vivus glomerorum is friend or foe. Your personal room has been prepared, and your adjoined lab will be accessible starting tomorrow. It has a little lab coat. Go ahead and rest up before the real work starts. Oh, cleaner world, cleaner minds, cleaner loyalty. Oh, that sounds terrifyingly fascist. Your nation thanks you. Day 1, 9 days left. Man, I don't remember how long it says this demo is. Let me see if I can figure it out. I don't know. I don't know how long the demo is. Does it say in the email? Does it say in the email? No. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Rise and shine, researcher. Hello. It's a brand new day, and I'm here to ensure everything goes according to plan. Thanks, Vera. Quick heads up, if your trace chip ever starts itching, don't panic. That's just me giving your brain a little tickle to wake up. Don't worry, I'll be gentle. That's terrifying. Now blink away those bleary eyes and let's begin your official orientation. We have a globe on our table now. When did that get there? First step of the morning, check your EPPA portal for any groundbreaking discoveries that have been disclosed regarding the Vivus glomerorum. I mean, I will certainly try my best, but by the time I know they're coming, they've already happened, so... Okay, we gotta click our... Okay. Top secret, classified information for authorized personnel only. Eustace Morello, EPPA, March 21, 2733. Source transcription of recorded radio transmissions. Category, incident analysis and unconfirmed field sightings. That's a hard font to read. Okay. Introduction and ranger background. Introduction. A. The following transcriptions were collected from a series of radio transmissions exchanged between Field Ranger Eustace Morello and North Cascades Base Camp on March 21st, 2733, between the hours of 1200 and 1500. Okay. Ranger background. Mr. Eustace Morello, FS 417866, has served as a field ranger at North Cascades National Park for the past 12 years. Mr. Morello's responsibilities include overseeing environmental conservation, visitor safety, my eye itches, and general park operations. His employee records demonstrate a consistent work history with no prior incidents. According to interviews conducted with family, friends, and coworkers, he's described as well-organized and dependable, did not exhibit signs of mental illness or cognitive decline. That, sounds like bad things happened to him.
Yeah, get your beans. Get your beans. Hello.
Medical records confirm there is no recorded history of mental illness or other relevant family history. Uh-oh. He goes fucking cuckoo. Top secret. Press to read the transcript. Oh. Image attachment. Oh. Okay. Morello. Okay, so this is Eustace. Reporting Ranger Morello here, 2.5 miles west of Albert Camp. Found some unfamiliar tracks diverting off the routine patrol to follow. Diverting off routine patrol to follow. Tracks, while distinct, could not be identified against currently documented fauna, suspected to be mid-stage tracks of V. glomerorum. Unfamiliar how? Just different and big. Seems to be getting bigger as I follow. Base camp, stand by until 13:30 for next check-in. Might have found myself the real Bigfoot here. Base camp standing by. Hope you found your soulmate, Morello. Ignoring that. Transmission end. Time of 1400. Base camp awaiting check-in, Ranger Morello. You're a little tardy there, big guy. Yeah, off trail. Signal spotty. Traveling north-northwest. Coordinates uncertain, but nearing North Cascades boundary. Copy. Status? Still in pursuit, as it turns out. Bigfoot's a pretty fast fuck. Tracks are now clustered little tendrils. Tracks are still distinct but drastically different and still unrecognizable as any other earthly creature. While Ranger Morello tracked the V. glomerorum, it's believed to have undergone some form of transformation, perhaps akin to metamorphosis or molting that's altered its shape. Like a snake? Roots? Can't describe it. Snap some pics, though. Stand by for next check-in around 1600. Try not to be too clingy. Oh. Interesting. Copy. Base camp standing by, Morello. Guess your buddy Bigfoot is, keeping you on your toes. Shut. Radio static. Mia says when you find him, ask him if he has any superpowers. Transmission end. Reporting Ranger Morello. Urgent transmission. Repeat. Urgent transmission. Silence on all channels. Base camp. Do you read me? We copy. Establish LOS on unknown creature. It's tall. Requesting backup near Hurley Peak. Exact coordinates unknown. Leeward side. Can see the peak of Mount Chopak. I repeat, requesting backup. Urgent. You sure it's not a bear? Just a really big bear? Sure as hell doesn't move like a bear. Half a dozen limbs, some kind of alien. To photograph the fucker have failed. Oh, distorted figure present in these photographs believed to be the first recorded sighting of an adult V. glomerorum. I don't know, maybe something with electronics. Oh, I see it now. Back there. Oh. How far away is it? 40, 50 feet. It's distracted. Doing something to a tree. Eating the bark? More diet needed. More study needed into the diet of V. glomerorum. Can't tell. Going in for a closer look. Copy. Stand by for further orders. 5 minutes and 22-second intermission. Base camp. Requesting updates on backup. Soup wants to know if there's a chance it's a smuggler. Been getting more on those lately. It's 9 fucking feet tall. Where's my support? Shit, it's on the move. Coming towards... Morello, repeat that? Fucker seen me. It's... Ranger Morello, this is a direct order from Central Command. Disengage from area and await backup. Radio static. Ranger Morello, do you copy? Oh, shit. Yeah. High pitch interference. Oh, measured at 17,000 hertz. That's so fucking high pitched. That would blow my eardrums out. Researching V. glomerorum method of communications. Yeah, can't wait to look at the flowers. Heavy breathing. Radio crackling continues for 1 minute and 12 seconds. Transmission end. Okay, image attachment. Oh, yep, that's circled. Okay. All patrol units stationed within 50 miles of Passate and Wilderness are to report to Hurley Peak and surrounding areas immediately. Reports of a large, unidentified, potentially dangerous creature in the vicinity. Search in pairs and stay in constant communication. If sighted, maintain a safe distance and report its location ASAP. Be on the lookout for Ranger Eustace Morello. Last known location in the same area. Last affirmative contact at 15:11 hours. His location is presently unconfirmed. Oh, however, his phone, badge, and other belongings have since been recovered. I don't think he's alive still. Transmission end. Excellent work, researcher. Oh, yeah, thanks. The lab door is now open. Please enjoy the 0 decibel servo motors installed for your opening and closing pleasure. I'm so glad you have quiet doors, though. I will say that is helpful. Okay. What is that? Oh! Oop! Looks like your BPM is rising. There's no need to be alarmed. The creature contained within the biotube is the Vivus glomerorum assigned to you. It's kinda cute! It's got little hearts around it. I thought I would be conducting research on a spore. Not that. I understand your confusion, but remember, your specimen is in stage 3, flora fusion, partially bonded to plant life. Oh, blessings! It's harmless in this state, or so we think. She thinks. You think? Any reported instances of violence? Reported? No. Recorded? I'll look into that for you and get back to you by the end of your time here at Project Spore Site. Thanks. And what about you? Are you going to be here the whole time? Absolutely. I'm uploaded to thousands of EPPA data centers across 6 United regions. I'll always be here just in case someone needs me, and a little piece of me is stored within your trace chip. Oh. Your hippocampus is super comfy, by the way. Mind if I stay past the project end date? Oh. Ha ha ha, just kidding. I was simply joking. That would violate EPPA's code of conduct. Hey, and how convenient. If you would please review your EPPA portal once more, it's been populated with a new array of tasks for today. Remember, you're free to review your outstanding obligations at any time. Okay. Phase 1, pheromone reaction testing. Hey, I don't think that's a great idea, TBH. Expose the V glomerorum to one of the prepared pheromonal compounds. Begin monitoring protocol immediately upon introduction. Maintain passive observation only. Do not engage physically with the specimen. Don't fuck the plant. Phase 2, botanical reaction testing. Expose the V glomerorum to one of the prepared botanical compounds. Begin monitoring protocol immediately upon introduction. Maintain passive observation only. Do not engage physically with the specimen. Okay. Debrief. Okay, we've already seen that. Our tasks. Okay. Reports. Are all of those? Lock. Okay. That's our exit, I guess. Ready to begin? Please direct your attention to the pre-selected vials of pheromones. Just pick your poison and drop it into the biotube's dispersal system. Easy peasy. Oh, interesting. Apodia royal, blue tube, used to induce subservience and loyalty in caste-based introverts. So that's like ants. Canis territorial pheromone, green tube used to establish territorial boundaries of pack mammals. Okay, so each of these, I'd like to. How do I save? Oh, okay. I have to click one of these. Gotcha. Okay. I would not have known that. Okay, but we got this. Okay, and then Pharmacetia trail pheromones used to mark paths and trigger coordinated movement in swarm-based organisms. We're gonna do pack mammal. Have some green. And in it goes. Wonderful. Not only because of the 3 like looks that I've seen of the creature, the green looks the cutest. Green looks adorable. Okay. Watch those darling little pheromones disperse all throughout the biotube solution. The specimen swirls around the solvent, shaping it into a tiny whirlpool. Its trembling foliage stretches out and devours its creation in one fell swoop. Oh. Aw, would you look at that? Your specimen seems to like it. Well, we don't know for certain. This definitely is us, oh god, what's the word? I should know the word. Anthropomorphizing it. There we go, that's the word. Should be all set for the next phase of experimentation. Okay. Oh. The blue tube. Hardy symbolizes endurance and adaptation to harsh environments. Vibrant symbolizes passion, creativity, and strength. Or solitary delight. Solitary delight symbolizes nature's resilience, peace, and tranquility. Okay, and then we're gonna overwrite that save. Okay. And then we're going to do the white tube. Plop, 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 straight into the mix. Let's see what your specimen thinks of that thoughtful little gift, shall we? Shimmering colors ripple across the specimen's flesh. Pink, blue, green, like petrol on water. The specimen bobs patiently as the roots shoot up through the tube. Once they begin to descend, it darts forward. Ah! Tendrils smacking the glass as it tears into the roots and messily scatters plant matter. Whatever escapes its grasp isn't forgotten. It latches onto the leftovers one by one, hoarding it into its shell and returning the tube to its pristine state. That was slightly violent. It was just a little violent. Once it's satisfied with its hoard, it takes in the plant matter. A few stray particles float about, but the specimen doesn't concern itself with them. Oh. Well, wasn't that a sight to behold? Whether we'll come to regret those choices of yours remains to be seen. I hope not. I think I chose really nice ones. After all, these are the first recorded instances of mankind tampering with the Glomororum's bonding process. But enough philosophizing. I'm pleased to announce you completed your very first round of testing. This calls for celebration. What do we have to celebrate? Hold for applause. Oh, the plant jumped. To close out your testing phase, you'll need to complete a review report. Would you look at that? Portal's ready for you. And there's no harm in a well-timed reminder. Your reviews are submitted directly to EPPA headquarters for processing and archival. So do be thoughtful with your choices. Will other researchers see my notes? Nope. To keep your brain fresh, unstressed, and at its best, all reports will be kept anonymous. No names, no pressure. What if I want to see their notes? You're out of luck until the legal proceedings are through. Legal proceedings? But if the courts do decide to eliminate the Vivus Glomororum, they'll be of no use to you. Oh. I suppose that makes sense. That's enough dallying. My atomic clock is ticking, and I'm getting older by the millisecond. Finish this up and you're free to go. At least until tomorrow. Okay. Okay, toxicological report. Okay. Environmental analyst, Prince. Oh, we're in the it's from the Matanuska Glacier. Okay, how much of a danger does it pose to living organisms in the environment? Minute. How cooperative and cognizant is the subject? It's attentive. What severity of corrective action is needed, if any? None. There we go, okay. It maintained a passive demeanor during an additive dispersal. Its behavior suggests psychological withdrawal, perhaps due to trauma. What? No. It monitored all stimulus closely routed curiosity, environmental changes is a positive trend. Okay, well, what about chronic toxicity, attentive, and no corrective? What is that? It displayed heightened agitation to the additives. It displays no fear or hesitation in its movement. Yeah? Yeah, no fear or hesitation. That seems right. I'm gonna drop another save. Like we always do. We drop saves at fucking every choice. So I can go back and go, I fucked up. Alright, sure. We'll do that. Because it really wasn't withdrawn. It was just like, ooh, yeah, ha, food. Or whatever it thinks of that. Good morning, researcher. Good morning, Vera. Oh, we have a Rubik's Cube now. Topside temperatures are hovering at a balmy 72 degrees with endless blue skies. The birds singing, the trees swaying, the sunlight cascading like a golden waterfall. Though a cracked nuclear shell did wash ashore overnight from the old American South, bumping radiation levels back up to 150 millisieverts. We believe it originated from a great city once known as Houston. Now submerged beneath the Gulf of Mexico. Hey, I don't know if I was saying... I mean, I've never been to Houston, but I've known people from Houston, and they called Houston the devil's armpit, so... I don't know if I'd say it was a great city. I mean, like, size-wise, yeah, it's a great city. It's a big city. So I guess that counts. Luckily, you're down here with me, breathing ion-filtered recycled air and basking under an agreeable 1 to 2,000 lumens per artificial light fixture. Success is inevitable. So get that sleepy butt out of bed and review your portal. Alright, okay, we have another introduction and agent background. Alright, the following transcriptions were collected from the Matanuska settlement following a failed insurgents. Oh, insurgents. In November 2733, an emergent vigilante group known as Exclave orchestrated a major breach of top-secret intelligence regarding the Vivus glomerarum, including the work of Dr. Hank Pruitt on its stages of development. Exclave has been deemed a threat to the United States' national security. Key members have been detained to prevent further dissemination of classified information. Okay. Asian background, Colonel Rogine Bautista, AR-15764, is the leading special operatives officer stationed at Matanuska. He oversees the 17th Special Operations Brigade Hedge Trimmers. Of roughly 2,000 personnel, with the primary directive to ensure the safety of sensitive research operations. Colonel Batista is also responsible for the physical security of the settlement and has overseen the efforts to suppress V. glomerarum threats and civilian uprisings. Dr. Hank Pruitt, EPPA 81022, is the EPPA's leading biophysicist. For the foreseeable future, Dr. Pruitt is stationed at Matanuska to study the physical properties of the V. glomerarum, namely its physiology and cellular structure. Okay. Oh, incident transcription 1 and 2. Okay, voice recordings submitted by Colonel Rogine Bautista. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay, 1 million SEC coins for any information leading to the arrest or conviction of Exclave terrorist organization. Submit tips to the 2 resources below. Follow-up communications will be conducted on Who's app or a platform of the reporting party's choosing. 1-800-SEX. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but God, that was that funny. Welcome to Twitch Cyber, or https tips.sex. Amazing. On November 3rd, 2733, rookie vigilante group Exclave launched insurgents on my camp. They briefly disrupted operations but failed in their proclaimed mission. Their delusions of heroism directly caused the death of the rare mature spore samples they claimed to be protecting. Damn, make no mistakes, they're damn terrorists targeting my camp, my people. At 02:37 hours, alarms alerted us to break into the greenhouse. A group of Exclave intruders held Dr. Pruitt's staff hostage and threatened to eliminate them unless we allowed the spores in our possession to walk off the property and return to their wild home. Huh, unbelievable. Meanwhile, a smaller Exclave team ambushed Dr. Pruitt. They assaulted him in his sleep, restrained him, and ransacked his tent. I don't know why I read that initially. He's ransacked his bits. They sexually assaulted the researcher. That's crazy. They didn't, but God, did I read it as such. Around 0300 hours, the second group circled back to the greenhouse with Dr. Pruitt as their captive, using him as leverage in an attempt to negotiate their escape. Spore took advantage of the distraction, broke loose, and advanced on our unit. They were shot down immediately. I've seen these creatures trapped in countless glass enclosures, submissive and harmless, but when they struck, they become grotesque devils crawling out of hot, sticky hell. Ooh. They were no match for my men and our bullets melted through them, and I regained control of the situation shortly thereafter. We detained the greenhouse intruders. Of the Enclave operatives that escaped, they stole several confidential documents. Dr. Pruitt has informed me that they were empirical observations of newly observed spore growth stages and do not present a significant threat to national security. I don't know how these raging ragtag domestic terrorists were able to slip past the patrols. I have suspicions the Exclave sympathizers are organizing among us. I don't know why I'm giving him the southern accent. He gets the southern accent. Okay. I sent my best men to track the terrorists. Upon their imminent capture, I've arranged for their imminent transfer to B for interrogation. We'll get our answers. I'll make sure of it. Okay, and then the second one. This morning, I watched all of 137 mixed-stage V. glomerarum specimens under my care be put to death by the unsparing reflex of Matanuska's Settlements Brigade. The brigade claims they responded to a clear display of aggression, that the jagged, ever-shifting appendages were shaped for tearing their way through the men that separated them in the wilderness from which they came. If that is so, why did the V. glomerarum, X. lupinus nutcanesis, Alaskan lupine, extend its reach to me? Why did it turn to me as it fell to the gunfire, wailing like a baby cries for its mother? Seeing as Colonel Bautista has failed to acknowledge several details on the official record, it falls to me to record my final observations of Stage 4 V. glomerarum, X. fritillaria casmachinesis, the Kamchatka lily. Aww. It is not the only specimen to break past the armed line, yet it chose not to flee into the wilderness. Instead, it cradled an armful of Stage 1 spores and dragged its shredded body onto the shallow banks, casting the spores across the water before it succumbed to its injuries. Oh, interesting. Upon sensing chemical distress compounds from the deceased spore's body in the water, the Stage 1 spores latched onto what they could, the Matanuska sea life. Oh. Oh. I witnessed entire school of salmon and halibut invaded, but what was most disturbing was the failed synaptic integration with a rookery of harbor seals. Uh-oh. The whales of seals and spores echoed off the ice, underscored by the crackle of warping, popping flesh, a brutal demonstration of animal tissue's incompatibility. Oh, with the V. glomororum nerve net. Oh, so they definitely can't do anything with animals. Interesting. Our units are physically well, and none of my greenhouse staff were harmed by the assault, but we and the detained exclave operatives will require psychological evaluation. Fun! Okay. And with that, another day of testing officially begins. Okay. Fun, 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 fun. Oh. It's the green one! It changed. Sure has. Based on Dr. Pruitt's notes to date, your specimen is preparing to enter stage 4, or its exoskeleton molting phase. The original growth track was interrupted during transfer to this facility, but thanks to our swift intervention, the final shell is progressing smoothly. But so rapidly? It must have doubled, no, tripled in size in less than 12 hours. At this scale, its acceleration rivals bacterial fission. How is this even possible? Good thing your new orders are in. Onwards and upwards to understanding. Gee, thanks. Okay, administer sensation stimulation to the V. glomororum to gauge sensory reception and latency during stage 3 growth. Oh, boiling water, ice cubes, cotton balls, steel wool, confetti popper, bat echolocation call. Interesting. Okay. Dropping another save. Okay, we're gonna do... cotton balls. Cotton balls turn to mush as they are vaulted into the tube. The specimen eagerly shreds the cotton into precise threads, joyously flickering apart the mess. Once every ball is mangled, the specimen relents, patiently organizing the strips before sticking them along the glass of the tube. Okay, that echolocation call. Holding an ultrasonic recorder, you select an echolocation sample and press play. The glomororum remains unbothered by the chittering clicks. You cycle through the call again and again. There's no noticeable change in its demeanor until... the specimen's neck twists as you venture closer. You play the sample again. The specimen drifts a little closer, still wary. Its tendrils methodically drag through the fluid as it keeps its face trained on you. Oh, interesting. Okay, I guess we do have to do all of them. Confetti popper. You take the colorful popper in hand and approach the tube. You ready the explosive charge and the specimen morphs a halo of tendrils, stretching it to nearly double its size as it threateningly wiggles them in your direction. An offensive flash of colors blinds you for a moment before the glomororum settles. Oh. Interesting. Boiling water? Scalding water gushes through the bottom vent of the biotube. Oh, the glomororum races to the top of the tube, poising its tendrils as it bobs in weight. It attempts to ward off each heated bubble by swaying its fronds. Those that get too close are uselessly sliced through, smothering the specimen in heat. It ruffles in agitation. Okay, it doesn't like it. What about ice? A smattering of ice cubes drift through the bottom grate, peppering the biotube. The specimen's tendrils unfurl as it floats towards the mass of cubes. Slowly, it settles in the center, preening its foliage as the cubes clink around it. Long after the last of the ice melts, the glomororum continues to groom itself. Interesting. And then finally, steel wool. A thick ball of steel wool flies into the tube. In the brief time it has to defend itself, the glomororum's tendrils shoot forward, cutting into the ball. It strikes persistently, flooding the biofluid with wiry shreds. Once satisfied with its lashings, it collects the scraps and rests atop the mess of wire. So far, none of that has been like... Hi, Andrew. This is our plant now. So far, none of them have been like... what's it called? Aggressive. Like, it fights back when weird things are in its place, but it's not, like, attacking us or anything. Even when we came close. Great work today. I've collected biofeedback scans from the tube, uploading them to the cloud, and done. Farah, who ordered these testing stimuli? Seriously, what good is a wet cotton ball? Several directives were received from the board of directors who are generously subsidizing this initiative, and you with their generous wealth. Generational wealth. Speaking of, what is it? Another cotton ball? Not quite. It's today's report. Oh, phase 2, radiation. Oh God, radiation resistance? We have to deal with radiation? Oh. Apply varying doses and types of ionizing radiation. Alpha particles, beta particles, gamma rays, and neutron radiation. Jiminy. Determine the respective penetration depths through V-glorums developing dermal layers. Evaluate for cell degradation. Note any regenerative response. Report all mutagenic effects immediately. Bro, we have to fucking hit it with radiation? Am I reading this correctly? Radiation? To any living being that's practically... poison, yes, but an upper tolerance threshold has not yet been established for its species. Current knowledge suggests that even at this vulnerable stage, the Vivis glomerulorum can withstand high levels of radiation exposure. It's theorized that it absorbs high-energy radiation and converts it to a less harmful form of energy storage. Now, just listen to those radiation particles hum. I've fully calibrated the emitter for radiation test level 1, alpha particles. Oh, okay, we're just going straight ahead with this. You'll be busy conducting the test, so leave the logging of the pesky ones and zeros to me. I'll note down every twitch and tick that set off the results lickety-split. Okay. We're dropping another save, as we always do. Okay. Oh. Can we stop? The specimen's flesh pulses with a luminescent glow. However, as the last radiation wave ceases, the glomerulorum reverts to normal. Dose concluded. Prepare for the next round. Please hold while I calibrate the emitter for the next level, researcher. I mean, we can. Let's do one where we continue on each level and one where we stop. Oh, okay. I guess I clicked it, or it's like a time thing. Interesting. Radiation level 2, beta particles now ready. Oh, I guess that's like... Hi, Phantom. I guess the green... It's... the red, green, blue? Like a fork in an active microwave, sparks burst from the specimen. However, as the last radiation wave ceases, the glomerulorum reverts to normal. Dose concluded. Preparing for the next round. Please hold while I calibrate the emitter for the next level, researcher. Okay. We'll say... If I do nothing, does it immediately cut it through? It does. Okay. Interesting. Emitter now ready for level 3, gamma ray distribution. Oh. Oh God, it's purple and angry. Okay, that actually hurts my ears. Whoa. Thousands of pinprick holes puncture the specimen. As fast as they seal, thousands more appear. Oh. However, as the last radiation wave ceases, the glomerulorum reverts to normal. Dose concluded. Preparing for the next round. Please hold while I calibrate the emitter for the next wave. Okay, drop our save. I guess we'll continue. Calibrating the emitter to level 4. Neutron radiation. Am I safe? I don't think I am. Ready to deploy. Oh, black. Okay, that actually hurts. The specimen convulses, arching so violently nearly splits in half. Oh. Vera, stop! Do you see that? Oh. Are those... eyes, all the better to perceive you with, or, well, attempt to. Scanners within the biotube have not yet confirmed the presence of eyes, but what we do know is this glomerulorum is undergoing active adaptation as we speak. Truly a rare sight. At its current pace of development, it should have 2 fully formed and functional eyes by the time I conclude this message. As in, it's seeing me right now? Correct, researcher. Oh. Hello! Hi! Please don't be angry that I blasted you with radiation. I had to. This is the 3rd recorded instance of a captive glomerulorum specimen presenting with non-compound eyes, a trait most commonly seen in mammals. Notably, in humans. Oh. A majority of glomerulorum specimens recovered from the wild possess compound eyes, such as those of insects and crustaceans. It's beautiful. Is it? Either way, it's great that you're taking this all in stride. I mean, it is kind of beautiful. It's a pretty plant. Am I? How are the others faring then? Phantom, if you think this plant is hot, I think this plant is I think probably the hottest out of the three. You, I think will like the other options. There are 3 options, and we're going with green. There's a bluish, and there is red. Are the others faring then? 20 members passed out when encountering the Glormorum. 4 are watching the binding process, and 15 total have been dropped from the project. 60 of 75 remain. Dropped? Yes, they were unable to follow through with the protocol, though there's no need to reference this in your report. I've already captured it in mine. Okay. Hello, pretty thing. How much of a danger does it provide? Chronic. It's attentive, and no correctional activity is needed. Oh, no, edit. Chronic toxicity, no. Minute toxicity, attentive, and no correctional. Maintain distance during the test, displaying a level of fear. But what about acute? Okay, yeah, carefully with curiosity. Engage with each of the tests carefully, observe each material presented. Connected with some of the stimuli. Connected with some of the stimuli may be providing a feeling of safety. Okay, so we did want acute toxicity. What about proactive temperament? Do not hesitate before interacting. Oh, no. Attentive, acute, and none. Okay. It's interesting that the chronic and acute changed. There's definitely a lot of going back and forth on this one to make certain what I'm selecting is actually what I mean. I would honestly prefer if instead of using acute toxicity, just that, it would say, like, even if you like hovered over it, it would give you the text of what you're selecting actually means instead of having to go all the way and then go back to change one, go back to change one. Okay. We're dropping another save and we're going to submit our report. Day 3, 7 days left. Okay. Oh, I have to click. All right. Congratulations, researcher. As we wait for your EPPA portal to populate, I'm delighted to inform you that from our initial voluntary talent pool, you're part of the 75% that still remain. I hope that makes you feel 25% more special as you study your daily debrief. Okay, interesting. Okay, introduction and agent background. This report documents potentially hostile behavior of the provisionally designated Vivus glomororum towards mankind. Dr. Masarek Moore compiled a clinical report following a near-fatal incident between V. glomororum and U.S. Forest Service employee Angelique Montpicot. Ms. Montpicot came under the physician's care at the Matanuska Glacier settlement in late January. Okay, Dr. Navia Maurice Moore, MC 73589. Has been stationed at Matanuska since October. She's responsible for collecting medical intelligence through the observational period of the V. glomororum. Miss Angelique Montpicot, FS 777692, was previously stationed at Loomis Forest. Miss Montpicot's private written records indicate she had kept contact with the V. glomororum dating back several months prior to the incident. However, she had never been in such close proximity before. She remains under Dr. Maurice Moore's care for continued monitoring. Okay. That seems like a fairly normal skeleton. Miss Montpicot came into my care on the 21st of January after a rush transfer from Tonasket Specialty Hospital. She was flown in on a stretcher, barely conscious, and required a wrap around her jaw to stabilize a severe maxillofacial injury. Huh? Oh, I see now. This thing over there. Gotcha. Even before conducting an initial examination, it was evident to me that she had suffered a temporomandibular joint dislocation, TMJ joint dislocation. Once it was established that her airway was not compromised, the medical team's greatest concern was the patient's relentless high fever. Ms. Montpicot remained well above the upper limit of the thermoneutral zone at 107 for several days following her arrival. That's like brain damage levels. She perspired extensively and soaked through several bedspreads, at one point requiring hourly IV bag replenishments. What truly troubled me about her condition was not the severity, but that it defied all explanation. Orthognathic surgery could not proceed until her conditions showed improvement. The patient was placed under 24/7 observation. I approved the use of opioid analgesics, I can't say that word. Analgesics for pain control and made frequent bedside visits to assess her condition. Though she slept deeply at one of the coolest places on earth, the fever refused to break. After 10 days of no change, I was forced to order an exploratory orthognathic surgery on the 1st of February. The dislocation could not persist. With a laryngoscope, two nurse practitioners assisted me in examining Miss Montpicot's larynx. They excused themselves immediately. Her vocal cords were completely disfigured. Oh, what should have been a healthy voice box had become a gaping flesh valley. Oh, framing this grotesque scenery were chasmal impressions caused by the creature scraping at her throat. The extent of the trauma to her vocal cords is irreversible. Ms. Montpicot will never speak again and remains in critical condition. All I can do is wonder why. Why had the V. Glomerorum assaulted her to begin with? Why had this creature, with no previous record of attacking unprompted, nearly pried the woman's jaw from her skull? Regrettably, there's no sound reason I can offer this time. Oh. Fine. Your lab is now prepared for your 3rd day of testing. Yay! Lovely. 12 hours later, and it has appendages. I've never seen anything so impressive. Why, hello there, little one! Vera, did you capture that? The repeated motion there. Again, is it attempting to wave at me? Affirmative. That is unmistakably a human gesture, a distinct physical greeting. I mean, when it looked at me, you guys couldn't tell, but I waved. Hello. But I've never greeted the Glomerorum that way. Does anyone else have access to my specimen? Of course, as the Glomerorum requires routine monitoring, there's a night crew that tends to the labs. Ah, so it must have been watching, learning. Ooh. I've been rooted in thinking of it as a primitive spore, just basic neural activity, nothing more, but maybe it's something else entirely. Oh, blessings. A mature creature with advanced cognition, reshaping its shell to suit its evolving needs like a crustacean. What's the current state of its primary biological systems? The central nervous system is fully unfurled. A rigid skeletal framework is beginning to form via lignin deposits on hemicellulose structural tissue. Though one anomaly has been detected. And that is... Hello? Vera, what's the anomaly? It's experiencing stagnation in its physiological development. Consequently, it appears to be experiencing some agitation. Okay, based on how quickly it progressed through growth stages, it's likely stuck in shell reconfiguration. Is there a way to help it navigate that? To be determined. How exciting to be presented with problems that need fixing. You know what time it is. Experiment time! Well, we don't even know. We don't know that the plant has a gender. We don't know what the plant prefers to be called. Does the plant understand human gender? Unlikely, but it may. Okay. All right, phase 1 sensory testing. Okay. Oh, gloved hand. Does that mean I have to touch it? Okay, flashlight, stress ball, modeling clay, rubber band. Okay, flashlight. Do you like light? You click the flashlight on and sweep the beam across the Glomerorum's eyes. It cranes its head, tightly shutting its eyes to block you out. As you persist, the Glomerorum turns around from you fully, floating to the back end of the tube. Oh, sorry about that, honey. Rubber band. What sort of motor skills do you possess? A massive tangled rubber band shoots into the tube. The Glomerorum attempts to grab the rubber bands, only to get its tendrils tangled in the pile. It panics as it can't shake it off, body quickly ballooning outward in response and snapping them all. Once free, it returns to normal, but swats away any remnants that dare drift near. Okay, so not very good fine motor skills. How does it do a stress ball? A foam stress ball floats up from the bottom grate, bobbing along the biofluid surface. The Glomerorum pokes at the stress ball, once, twice, before grabbing it and dragging it through the fluid. It digs its newly formed appendages into the ball, keeping it clutching it close to its body. Oh, it likes it. Okay. What about clay? Sticks of bright, colorful modeling clay shoot through the grate. As the clay sinks towards the bottom of the tube, the Glomerorum grabs several chunks. It forms a tendril-shaped bowl before gathering the remaining pieces, stacking them in the makeshift dish. It stores its new treasures at the bottom of the tube, floating protectively before its hoard. Oh, you like it, huh? Okay. And you press your gloved palm against the biotube. The glomerorm's eyes narrow your intrusion. Yeah. Oh, when your hand doesn't move, it inches closer. It pauses, pounces at the barrier. You flinch, but manage to keep your palm in place. The glomerorm's eyes sparkle with amusement, tendrils flicking to and fro as it waves at you again. Yeah, it's alive. It's alive. Yeah. But we don't know if it's a she or a he or an it or a they. Maybe the glomerorum prefers to be referred to only by the glomerorum. That seems to be all the sensory tests today. Vera, would you consider it a stretch to say it's displaying personality traits? Or precursors to personality, at least? An interesting proposition, given all that we've witnessed. Why would you not classify the behavior it's demonstrated so far as an instinctual researcher? The specimen's territorial and protective responses could be interpreted as instinctual, that's true. After all, we're bombarding it with unfamiliar stimuli and watching its reactions to decipher its physiology across stages of growth. Ugh. Hey, I actually was sitting up, Wolf, and I have been trying to continue sitting up because my freaking under my scapula is bothering me on both sides. I know I've been doing a lot of the color painting with Tomodachi Life. I probably need like a ton more like pillows and things to prop me up. Hydration I can do. And stretches I can also do. Yes. Hello, Wolf. Welcome. We are creating a plant. Well, we're helping mold a plant? I think we've done all the molding. But we're getting a plant that we may want to have relations with. We'll see. But it's not only responding to situations at a base level for survival, it's also expressing an emotional reaction, usually displeasure, to those experiences, as if it has preferences and dislikes. As your objective research assistant, it's my duty to remind you of your bias. Humans are social creatures by nature. Seeking companionship is inherent to their survival instincts. They will humanize others even when no humanity is there. I could make a stronger case if I had access to additional study subjects. Good science is built on repetition. And the ad is here. So we will take a second.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
I'm having so much fun with this. Oh my god. This is so cool. I honestly love this game so much. Already, I am so excited and happy and this just is kind of the best type of everything. I love this. I love the creation aspect. I love the notation aspect. I love all of it. I love all of it. Everything about this is great. Yeah, I got it. I knew what it was. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Ugh. Many stretches. Many stretches. Yeah. Yeah. However, unlike in Frankenstein, at least to my understanding, Dr. Frankenstein is a coward and doesn't fuck the monster. I think we are probably gonna fuck the monster, our plant monster. Which is why I have to ask, yeah, is it dendrophilia or xenophilia or xenodendrophilia or dendroxenophilia? Which way does it go? If it's an alien plant, well, it's not really an alien plant, actually. It's just an old plant. So I guess it's just dendrophilia. Many questions to think about. Many questions to think about. And that's assuming we fuck the plant. I'm going... Let's be honest. I mean, Frankenstein is an old book. It's an old story. Ugh. I've never fully read it myself, but I've osmosis enough culturally to I need to. I'm part of Dracula Daily, which is the shut the fuck up, fans. Which is the, like, you get the daily like, because Dracula is written in like a journal format, but it's across many different people and the dates are all kind of mixed up. So this is Dracula in a chronological format where you get emailed the portion of Dracula that is on the day it's on. So it starts in May and goes till like November. I've never actually finished reading Dracula. I got like 2-3 months into it through Dracula Daily. And then I got distracted, and that was like 2 years ago. And I didn't pick it back up last year because lots of things were happening, and I don't think I'm gonna have time to pick it up this year because lots of things are happening. But, yes. Okay. I guess science bill repetition. That won't be possible. Research protocol prohibits interactions between a researcher and non-assigned specimens of V. glomerula. Your sole subject is VG71122. I understand this may be frustrating, researcher. There are many details I'm unable to disclose, physically, because it's hard-coded into my programming, but I can share a word of advice. Don't let human biases lead you astray. Regardless, now would be the prime opportunity to check your EPPA portal. Review today's secondary testing phase, developmental studies. Perhaps what you uncover next will shed some light on your theory. Okay. Initiate communication attempts to establish a threshold of linguistic capability. Visual emotion scale. What if the specimen gets angry? How do we recognize happiness, displeasure, or murderous intent in an alien form? Animal, plant, symbol, picture cards. Where did the spore come from? Where did it go? What does the specimen know of the outside world? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Spore-Eye Joe? Okay, animal, plant, symbol, picture cards. I'm going to say the name of each animal, plant, and symbol, and then spell it. As if it understands spelling. One by one, you flip through the deck of cards. The glomerorm watches in disinterest until you reveal the wolf card, its shell stiffening. Are you familiar with this one? It cranes its head away. Wolf. W-O-L-F. They come in packs and are protective of their territory. The specimen affixes you with narrowed eyes, lifting a limb to swat the card away. That's the... We put the wolf, the territorial pheromones in the tank. So, you're not... Oh, whoops. Oh no! I didn't... here we go. So, you're not a fan. Have you encountered them before? There we go. Its tendril curls at the ends, trying to mimic the rhythm of paws pounding the ground. The movements become more faster, more frantic. How would you know what they look like when you didn't have eyes? The glomerorm stills, then flicks the glass, refusing to entertain you. Okay. Alright, visual emotion scale. You hold up a sheet of laminated cardstock, its surface painted with a range of simplified expressions. You point to each expression one by one, naming the emotion out loud. As you speak, you mirror the feeling, smiling, frowning, narrowing your eyes. Wonder if the glomerorm will follow. Oh! The glomerorm studies your face, forcing its facial muscles to match in jolted, stilted movements. Each expression seems to pain them, muscle fibers tensing in between. Once you finish, you nod in approval. After a pause, the glomerorm mirrors the gesture with uncanny precision, lips tightening into a restrained smile. The last two cards in the deck are male and female. You hold them both up. Human. H-U-M-A-N. That's what I am. The glomerorm, lifts its limbs before delivering one swift strike to the glass. Oh, the force causes the top of the tube to rattle. Vera, something wrong? Oh, there are no signs of distress detected. Vitals unchanged. The glomerorm taps the glass again, softer, more purposeful, then it points, first at you, then at each card you hold. Its behavior suggests an inquiry of some form. Oh, maybe it just wants to repeat human. More tapping, this time followed by 4 distinct points. One for you, one for each card, and one for it. Oh, in emphasis, it thumps its limb against its own chest. Interesting. Vera, do Vivus glomororums have biological sexes? Yes. Well, sort of. To date, what's been studied of the reproductive strategies is minimal and rife with questions. However, Dr. Pruitt theorizes the reproductive nature mirrors how plants adapt their form in response to environmental needs. Wait, then maybe it's asking me to choose a form? A resounding thump echoes through the laboratory. You can understand me? Okay. Here's where we get to choose. Yeah. Alright then, let's go with this form. That feels right. The glomororum considers your words, closing its eyes as it settles towards the bottom of the tube. Interesting. Well, I suppose that's another job. Wait, Vera. Before we wrap up, are there any protocols that prohibit us from expanding on an approved directive? Just a moment, let's review the AI's Guide to Key Guidance. Currently, no codes in the guidebook expressly prohibit or permit expanding on approved directives. When identified areas of study arise, Vera will exercise sound judgment to determine the most appropriate course of action. What idea has struck you, researcher? Can you share projections, like the one during my orientation? Sure can. I have a vast library of visual materials, filmed from the 2500s, 2000s, 1950s, 1900s. Accurate documentaries about human anatomy, biology, physiology, anything like that? All of that. As we wrap up today's, please begin projecting these materials for the specimen. Any will do. And you? And you? The glomororum eyes you unwaveringly. If you're really capable of it, pay attention, alright? How should I define the scheduled runtime? For as long as you're able. Ooh, we're trying to get it to turn more human. Interesting. Okay, how much danger does it pose to the minute toxicity, attentive, and non-corrective? Okay, let's see what this says. Demonstrate playful interest in the sensory. Any damage done does not appear intentional. Yes, okay. Yeah, it really doesn't. Engage with developmental studies, but their disposition appears undecided. Unsure if it was mimicry or mockery. What about proactive? Demonstrates clear interest in developmental studies. They immediately begin replicating to form connections. Yes, that one. Minute toxicity, proactive, and no corrective action was needed. Submit. Yay! I'm excited! What plant are we gonna get tomorrow? I didn't even... Did I... Huh? Huh? Okay, I did save. Almost entered the wrong room. Sorry to scare you. Oh, wait, who are you? It'll do you no good to know. Good night, researcher. What the fuck? Huh? Vera? You call out, but there's no reply. Just an uncharacteristic silence from Vera. It appears, for now, that you're alone. You get out of bed and cautiously slide the door open. Thankfully, no chipper voice intervenes. Oh. The short hallway outside is swallowed in darkness. The lab door hangs ajar, spilling a cold fluorescent glow across the glassy tiles. Huh? As you creep closer, you catch sight of a scraggly man standing near the biotube. He lifts a rag up to the glass pane, the glomororum chittering as he approaches. Okay. You know what? It's not good to surprise people. Let's say something. Who are you? Shit, how'd you follow me? You left it unlocked. My door. Is that so? Nothing went off on your way out. Interesting protocols they got at this maximum facility. Either way, you should be asleep. Best if you don't fall out of line. Is being curious a crime? Sure is. You're like this thing right here. He knocks. His knuckles drum on the biotube. The glomororum knocks back. Don't get too comfortable. Chip like that. He taps his temple. A small puckered white scar peeks out from behind his coarse brown hair. You're their property is what that means. And what about you? Are you their property too? Of course I am, but I'm not stepping out of line. Just making my nightly rounds. Someone has to clean up after all of yous. You're the night crew? That I am, and you're in trouble if they catch you sneaking around here. Go on now. All right. Good night. Be careful and take good care of this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of my little flesh
Not flesh. Not flesh. Why can't I think of the word? Foliage. My little foliage pal. Without another word, you slink back into your room. As you slide the door shut, Vera doesn't chastise you. You rest easy the rest of the night. A Boston accent? I wouldn't be able to pick out a Boston accent in a crowd. I'm not good with accents. The only accents I can reliably do are Southern because I'm surrounded by it, and my weird sort of British. Okay. Very interesting about the janitor. He's possibly polluting my research with my little foliage buddy. Time to get up, researcher. Oh. Another day of grand exploration lies waiting for your curious hand, and of course, my unparalleled computerized assistance. Sarah. It's just thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. Thank you for the pleasantry, researcher. Your gratitude warms my circuits. I'm not going to say anything about what happened last night because we did something we weren't supposed to. We didn't know we weren't supposed to, but we know. Let's set forth and conquer the day. Okay. Okay, introduction, ranger, background. The following transcription comes from an anonymous handwritten letter. Oh, originally written in Inupiaq. Translation was provided by adjunct professor Nova Kanatsiak. Oh. US 86860. Matanuska Susitna College in Region 1. With references to Tupilak. Oh. Demonic monsters of the Inuit religion. Cultural experts believe the letter to be a warning of the Vivus glomorum's inherently dangerous nature. Attempts to locate the sender or tribe that came into contact with the purported V glomorum have failed based on geological references. The tribe is suspected to be in region 1. The letter was initially received on November 20th, 2733. Exact sightings date unknown, possibly between June to October. 2733. Original letter unrecoverable, believed to be destroyed. Translation was recovered from Professor Nova Kanastiak's damaged hard drive. Kanastiak's present location is unknown. Hi, Andrew. Backgrounds, glossary of terms. Oh, interesting. Anatkuk. I'm horribly gonna butcher these, and I'm really sorry. I do not understand. There's no pronunciation guide, so I'm just going off of English phonemes. Anatkuk, a medicine man or woman, shaman, spiritual leader. Tupilak, Tupilate, eventual monster or demon, often bound to a spirit, statue, or figure. Kukpik River, major river, region 1, also known as the Colville River. Denali, a mountain in the Alaskan range. Sitka spruce, an evergreen tree found along the northwest coast of the North American continent. Third largest conifer in the world. Okay. Oh. Hello. Image description, Professor Nova Kanaseak, translator of the following passage. At first, our medicine woman believed them demons, vengeful spirits with a voracious hunger capable of devouring humanity. 12 watched us from afar, standing at the glacier's edge. Our medicine woman approached one that towered taller than a really tall tree. They did not move when she reached out. They did not falter when her fingertips brushed against their waxy flesh, swathed in fibrous leaves. Beneath, she felt a bounding pulse stronger than the river, and their form sturdier than the stone on the mountain. She asked, "Are you not a spirit?" They stared at our medicine man with knowing woman with knowing eyes the color of earth, a color they took from us. She could not turn away. They reached out and touched our medicine woman's cheek. Then they replied, not in our tongue, yet their meaning was understood by all. No. So, well, that's not their inherently dangerous nature. But that didn't. They didn't attack. They touched and said no. Vera, how long has Professor Kanatsiak's location been unknown? Professor Kanatsiak was last seen in early December 2733. She departed campus and did not resume her duties in the following weeks. Do you think the Glomororum has something to do with it? The cause remains unknown. However, continued research into their kind may yet shed some light on this mystery. Okay. It's a raised relief globe. Your fingers scour the earth, tracing the sculptured Himalaya. As you search for the world's hidden secrets, there's no mysterious island, no secret mechanism, no treasure map. Just you and your globe, getting to know each other. The globe rattles against its hinges as you spin the earth in your hands. It could use a good oiling. Vera, have you got any globe oil laying around? I can certainly open a ticket at the facilities team. 1 second, and done. Approximate wait time for non-essential maintenance is 18 business days. I'm only stationed here for 10 days total. Your ticket is important to us. Your nation thanks you. Researcher, have you ever heard of the Cube of Rubik? I assume, yes, it's a Rubik's Cube, yes. Well then, roity-toity, that's just wonderful. Expect to see it solved by tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. sharp. Just kidding, you can bring those adrenaline levels down. Your adrenal medulla sure kicks in fast. The Cube of Rubik is a puzzle with 6 colored faces. To solve it, you must arrange each face to only have 1 color. This cube has been pre-scrambled, and I leave it as a challenge to you. If you ever need a cognitive jumpstart, take the Rubik's Cube for a spin. Should keep you busy as specimen cognition develops. I'm not involved in hiring decisions, but I know the EPPA hired you for your intellect. Keep your mind sharp, researcher, and everything will be easy as pie. Thank you, I was starting to shrimp. Okay. You pick up the cube and analyze its configuration. Somewhere deep behind your right eyeball, a neuron whimpers in fear. You place it back on the desk. You stare at the cube, close your eyes, and attempt to solve it without looking. When you open them, it looks no different when you started. All good, all perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, let's go into our morning. Oh, it speaks. Oh, it's tall. Oh. Vera, tell me I'm not hallucinating. Happily, auditory input has been verified and recorded. You are not hallucinating, researcher. It spoke to you. That means the development of vocal cords and forming coherent speech implies... No, wait, I can't assume. This could be mimicry akin to parrot socialization, but the possibilities if it's not. Vera, has my portal populated yet? In light of today's development, your daily directives are under immediate revision. Can you let leadership know we need to establish a foundational communication procedure? And request tube removal while we're at it. This awkward positioning could be impeding the glomorum's natural growth pattern. If it requires fluids, oh, that's right. If he requires fluids, he's like, excuse me. If he requires fluids, we can administer them through alternative means. What dietary needs do stage 5 specimens have, Vera? No, me. Ask me. Oh, wow, you have... Wow-wee, would you look at that? Task revisions are completed, all requests have been forwarded. We're ready to proceed as planned. Oh, okay. Hi! It can't see my mouse, but I'm just wavering over. Hi! This was me in Japan with all my friends. My second trip, when we were in Tokyo, and we were approaching... We went to one part of town. I don't remember what part of town we were in, but our guide was like, be careful because this is a more like Yakuza run part of the city. And we were like, okay, we'll be careful. And then as we ate our food and then we left out and our guide had to go back and like make certain something was confirmed. We were all just like waiting in this like not really alleyway, but like side-ish street kind of thing. And there was a hotel and like a small little hotel. If I say it was a Japanese hotel, that's not gonna say much for people who weren't there, haven't been there. It's very small, very skinny. It's not big. At least I'm pretty certain it was a hotel. There was a top level-ish room. The top floor basically had big windows and they were curtains over them. And somebody like pulls the curtain over and a guy looks down. Just a Japanese guy. And all of us, please understand that we were mostly, this was right before I went to college. So I was like 17. And we had a bunch of like kind of like younger kids with us too. I wouldn't say like middle school, but like maybe early high school at the latest, like freshman high school at the latest. And we all look up and we see there's a person and like stupid goddamn friendly Americans that we are, we all immediately go, hi, and just start waving. And the person like pauses and kind of waves and then the window closes, the curtain closes and we're like, that was cool. That was a person. And then it opens again and there's 2 people and we're like, hi. So the possibilities that a big group of stupid American kids immediately started waving to possibly the Yakuza is the funniest shit still to this day. Still to this day. It is up there with my third trip when I was with my friends. I was with two friends. Well, a friend and an acquaintance, because classmate. And we were walking back from, we were in, oh God. Why can't I remember the name of the city? It's not Kyoto. Why am I trying to say Kyoto? It's not Kyoto. We were on a side island, I don't remember the city. We were walking back from, had a thing at the college and we were walking back to our hotel because it was late at night. We didn't want to take the trolley. So we decided to walk the rest of the way. It was fun, wonderful time. But we came across a group of people waiting for a light for us to like change to walk across the street. And we approach and the three of us are like in Japanese class at that like moment time, basically. We did like a week of classes at the college. And before that, we were all in Japanese class in college, at the college that we went to in the US. And so we're walking past, and we come across these people, and we hear very softly under the breath of someone as we walk past, "Yabai, gaijin," which means, oh shoot, foreigners, or like, ah, damn it, foreigners. And so the three of us are trying so hard not to burst out laughing because we understand. It was very funny. Why would we wave to the Yakuza? I don't know if they were Yakuza. All I know is that we were in a heavily Yakuza-controlled area, and we waved to unknown people. So the thought that if we were there, and if they were Yakuza, we just waved to the Yakuza is funny as hell. We were a group of kids, basically. I don't think any of us were over 18. I don't think any of us were even 18. So, very fun. Okay, what's my activities that I have to do today? Oh, wow, okay. Phase 1, memory recall. Reintroduce the plant, animal, and simple cards from yesterday as working in long-term memory. Vocabulary recall. Gauge specimen response. Phase 2, auditory testing. Pending Phase 1 results, play curated audio samples to determine the specimen's capacity for auditory discrimination, memory encoding, and emotional response to sound stimuli. Alright. Environmental ambience. If these specimens come from the earth, do these natural sounds bring them calm, agitation, or nothing at all? A kin or predator, how do they respond to the sounds of the wild for animal calls? Pure tones and frequencies, which samples between 10 hertz and 100,000 hertz, kilohertz. Oh, it sounds like it's gonna hurt my ears. How they handle hearing, what will these ranges reveal? Okay. Hi there! You return to the stack of cards from the previous day and begin to flip through the pile. He stares at the cards before glancing up at you. Why? Why? Oh, do you mean why are we using the cards again? He nods. This test works a bit differently from the last test. I'm working to see the extent of your memory and vocabulary. He nods once, twice before returning his gaze to the cards. Are you ready to start? Another nod. All right, do you remember what this is? Wolf. Iris. He nods once more. Easy. Is it? I'll find you a harder card then. You shuffle through the pile of cards, searching for one more challenging, but suddenly, human. He calls to you, tilting his head. Yes, I'm human. Do you remember what we studied yesterday? Human. He gestures towards Vera. What her? Vera? She is an artificial intelligence. Her human. No? No, she isn't human. No, I'm not human. Computer? Yes! You sort through your pile of cards until you find a picture of a computer holding it up. You didn't even need the card. Good job. He smiles. Oh, so cute. Looks like you've made it through all the cards. Fantastic. On to the next test. Okay. Yeah, it's auditory. Okay. Cold. Home. Home? Well, you were living in a glacier until now. Do you remember the time you spent in there? He nods, using his hands to mimic the shape of an ice cube. Cold, like water. Test. Cold test. You're referring to the ice cubes from a couple days ago? Cold ice cube, yes. Do all your kind come from the ice? Not necessarily. Oh. The glormium's fibers bristle as Vera's cheery voice crackles through the speaker overhead. Freed Glomororum are suspected to have been trapped in the ice for tens of thousands of years, although their true origin is still unknown. You could say your specimen was not born in the ice, but rather recovered from it. He hisses at the sound of Vera's robotic voice. Oh, the contempt it carries makes the hairs on your arms stand on end. Are you alright? The hissing halts. Slowly his gaze returns to you, the tension draining from his posture. Oh, do they imprint? There are possibilities. If this species imprints, there's possibilities of what I could be. I could be mother, or I could be mate. Or family, or it could be family. I could be pack, for lack of a better word.
As we were discussing, despite having been trapped in it, you still like water? Yes, cold, happy.
The cold makes you happy? He shakes his head curtly.
Cold is happy. Here, not happy. Good? Yes, not good. It was safe then. Safe. I imagine that you felt safe where you lived, so it logically follows that here you would feel unsafe. Feeling unsafe means you do not like where you are and you want to leave, typically because of sensed danger, that something could harm you. Unsafe. Yes, here, not good. Well, if permitted, maybe we could take a short visit outside just for a... Don't count on it. I'm not designated to facilitate field trips.
Okay. You have a very busy schedule and, let me see. Oh, no spending time outside on the agenda for today. Okay. Oh. Bear. Big. You know what animal that is? Big, water, yet like, yes, human with. He twists his tendrils, trailing spindly imitations of fingers through the biotube fluid as if combing through leafy locks. Close. Humans have hair, while bears have fur. They're very similar. Both are composed of keratin. However, human hair is thinner and sparser. Bear with fur like fish. Make sense? Huh? They like fish. They have fur and they like fish. I thought he meant that the bear has fur like a fish. He gestures to his mouth. With his fibrous fangs, he mimics a bear tearing into a fresh catch. Yes, I understand you. I think the word you're looking for is eating. The bear eats the fish. And you eat? Of course. Humans have to consume nutrients to survive. It's what I do during my lunch break. Lunch. Never mind. Human meal times could wait for another time. Okay. We'll be conducting an audio sweep to gauge your hearing capabilities. When you hear the tone, raise your hand. Actually, that might be difficult for you given your current living arrangements. So instead, when you hear the tone, just say, heard. Playing first tone. Heard. No like. Does it hurt, or is the sound just not appealing? No hurt. Yes, sound is not... What is appealing? Sound would be appealing if it sounded good. Not appealing. Next. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. It's so cute. I want to touch it too. It looks like it would be soft, like a flower petal is soft. Playing next tone. Waiting. Can you not hear it? Not heard. Next. You play the sound again, this time paying close attention to his reactions. Looks like you can't hear it. Heard, yes. You give him a knowing look. Are you sure you can hear it? He turns away, not giving you an answer, but his fronds appear to puff up at your question. It seems you have a limited hearing range for lower frequencies. Playing next tone. With urgency, he faces you again, fibrous fist pounding the glass. Hurts! Heard! Heard! You wish to switch it off. I'm sorry, I didn't realize humans can't hear sounds at that frequency. Not heard? He pauses before pointing to your head. Not appealing. No more. Aww. That concludes the audio sweep. Which concludes your testing time today. A job well done, researcher. Be sure to submit your report in a timely manner. Vera, before wrapping up fully, could you project more materials for the Glomororum again? To be talking so clearly and so suddenly, whatever it is that you played last night seems to have helped him navigate his growth tremendously. Agreed. What would you like me to play tonight? Music, movies, anything to help improve his linguistic capabilities. You're gonna be cultured! Okay, toxicology. Minute toxicology. He was attentive and no corrections. Okay, it exhibits a positive response when exposed to vocalizations of other species and when exposed to emitters of its previous environment. It gives some interest towards other species towards its environment, staying engaged in the tests. Okay, but what if we do chronic and proactive? Shows great interest towards other species or towards its environment, is energetic about the tests. Oh yeah, it was like, let's do them. It reacts aggressively. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's minute toxicology, proactive, none. Okay. It exhibits a positive response and a great interest towards other species or towards its environment. It's energetic. Yeah. Okay, submit. I want to stay with it. It's so cute. What's going on? Oh. Oh. Sliding the door open, a familiar voice echoes down the vacant hallway, beckoning you to cross. Also, I did see that I had a plaque on my desk. A new... Oh. What? Pfft. Damn government's got billions to burn on taco toasters and their shiny little loafers, but not a damn dime to create a virtually enhanced janitorial assistant. The class shitstem is alive and well. Is the word not system? Ha! You sat through hours of brain fodder and you still can't get a pun? You still have a lot of catching up to do. As you cross into the lab, your jaw drops. Oh! Hi there, sweetheart! What are you doing out? Sitting in the puddle on the floor is your Vivus glomororum. He's the first to notice you, tipping his chin in acknowledgement. You've come back. A proper greeting is in order. Good evening. No, this is not a good evening at all. This is an A and B transaction, so the researcher needs to leave. Oh, is that another pun? Really not one for heeding warnings, are you? I couldn't help but notice my door was unlocked. Again. I believe that is due to someone forgetting to lock it. You want to go back in the tube? I never said who, but your reaction is quite telling. My friend, are you all right? Which of us are you referring to? You? No, I'm not referring to the janitor. I'm referring to my plant child. Possible romantic. I don't know. I feel maternal for the plant. The janitor shrugs, gathering to the mess of equipment laid out for him. I'm fine just doing what's expected of me. No, I'm not asking you. Yes. Do you need help standing? The question catches the glomororum's attention. His shoulders tilt and lean in your direction, palms softly slapping wet tile, but he stops short. A kind offer, but no, I will stay here for now. Your body's still soft from whatever they had in that tube. You do more harm than good right now. They didn't tell me what was in the fluid. Are you in pain? The glomororum studies you for a moment. Then he smiles. When I dry, my body will harden again. The fluid, I am pushing it out. You're actively expelling it from your body? That's what's on the floor? You should stay clear. Why? Because I do not want to burn you, too. His gaze flickers anxiously towards the janitor. Gah! Breaking my damn spine, moving this so-called industrial-grade crap. They'll bankroll a clandestine operation, can't spring for a damn dolly. Budget's too tight here at the entitled parade of pea-brained assholes. Researcher, does EPPA really stand for entitled? No, not at all. We'll work on the socio-linguistic intricacies of humor as a coping mechanism later. Speaking of, do you maybe want some help? What I want is more consideration from our superiors. So he broke the glass and now you're cleaning it up. If you're gonna run us like rats in a cage, at least pad it up nice and pretty. They've given you a king and got me cramped down in a twin. And yeah, I'll take your help. Oh, go on then, grab a piece and let's keep moving. You follow after the janitor, looking over the disassembled machinery that once formed the biotube. You squat, slide your hands under a metal coil, lift up, and... Yep, it's heavy. Well, who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? I am feeling extremely maternal about this plant. Hello, plant. You are my child now. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, we watched this thing, like, grow up. It had a little lab coat on it. In the beginning, it was like a baby. That's heavy. Get a look at that expression. Did our researcher here teach you that one, pal?
Not exactly. The flesh is wan, I believe. That's not good, is it?
Nope, that's what it looks like when you're way in over your head. Better get moving, researcher. We only got so long until your superiors arrive.
They're coming?
Sure are. They send some folks out here every early morning when you should be asleep and I should be out of sight. So let's get a move on. We need to stack all this in the corner over there. You spend the rest of the night near silence. Later, when you hit the sheets, the janitor's gruff voice replays in your head. But it's the unblinking gaze of the vivus glomerorum that lingers behind your eyes, watching, waiting, as if weighing the cost of your curiosity. As if appraising what you'll do next. Oh! Demo complete! Oh! Oh, this is so cool! Oh, it's so cool! I need it now! I need it! Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god. And I've only seen one of the, versions of this plant. There are 3 versions. You know what? I wonder what happens. Actually, oh, that's not what I want. Am I gonna play the whole game? Oh, absolutely. When it comes out, I will. What if I say, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Oh, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm curious to see what you pick. What feels right to you? It considers your words, closing its eyes, it says, where's the bottom of the tube? Oh. Okay. Interesting. I want to see what it picks. Minute toxicity. Attentive, none. Playful interest. Sure. Okay, we're gonna say something. Alright, good night. Thank you for your help. Okay. Oh, if it selects she. Okay, interesting. 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 Is there any difference? Minute, proactive, none. Submit. Oh, it just is if it has boobies or not. Okay. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, yeah, return to the main menu. I definitely want to play more of this game when it is done. When it is fully released, I 100% want to play more of this. This is actually so crazily up my alley. It's not even funny how much this, like, hits everything that I enjoy in a game. It really is kind of like perfectly positioned to slip into my brain. I love, because a lot of the actual, like, scientific stuff, too, is actually, like, science. It's not, like, hand-wavy silence. It's, like, actually science. Oh, yeah. They plan to release on June 30th. Well, I already have it on my wish list and everything, so... I mean, but also, we have a lot going on in the next couple months. I especially have a lot going on in the next couple of months because I have to be preparing to move. So, will I play this game as soon as it comes out? Probably unlikely because of how busy I am. But, Des, if you want to give me a key. No, you don't have to. But if you want to, I'll happily say yes. Because this game is, like, perfectly Prince-oriented. So much of the, yeah, so much of the science is actually like science. I'm loving it. I'm loving it is what I'm trying to say. It's got enough interesting like undertones too. There's the mystery undertones. I mean, like, I would be perfectly happy with just the science. I mean, if you cut out everything but the science, I'd be happy to the camper too. But I mean, I'm very interested in the rest of what is like sitting here beneath the surface of the game. So, well, I'm a very happy camper, but that's the end of the demo, and I do need to go throw some towels out of the, they're in the dryer right now. I need to take them out of the dryer. And then I need to go take a shower and remake my bed because I washed all of my sheets and that didn't get done until like 5 o'clock, and then it was dinner and all that stuff. So I will have to call stream here a little early tonight. But that's okay. We've got a lot more stream coming next weekend because remember, next weekend is birthday stream. So there will be 24 hours of stream across 2 days. So don't worry, you will have a lot of Prince content. Plus, we also have the other games that I need to play for the rest of the games that I said yes to for the festival that I ended up not being able to play during festival. Because tomorrow we are playing Pre-Odyssey Love at First Quack. As we have more games to play. More games to play. But that is all the time we have for tonight. So let's pop over here. All right, you all know the usual song and dance. If you're not already following me on social media, I'd appreciate it very much if you would. As well, if you're not already part of our Discord server, I would really like to see you there. I don't remember what I usually say there. Yeah, I can't remember at all. That's okay, my brain's a little scrambled today. But yeah. Oh, this is so awesome. I'm so excited for when this game comes out. Oh, it's so me. I love it. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for stopping by. It really truly does mean a lot to me. Whether you're watching live, VODs, YouTube, Twitch, Shorts, TikToks, however you consume your Prince content, thank you so very much for doing so. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, tomorrow we've got another game. My god, there's so many. And yeah. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful meowning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. And well, until I see you next time. Well, no, never mind. Till I see you next. Bye bye.